Hello, I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the basics of the DCS magic kit. In your dynamic combat system in the blueprints folder, there will be an abilities folder and a ability effects folder. If you've merged all of the DCS systems yourself, you may have left the magic module folder out in the content browser also. But either way, you're going to have the abilities folder and the ability effects folder. And those are the only two folders we'll need for this. And to start, we're going to be altering the fireball spell. And to do that, you first want to open your ability effects, find the AE fireball projectile, and we're going to duplicate it and name it AE shuriken magic projectile. And open that up. Now so this fireball projectile can be duplicated and used for all kinds of different magic attacks that have the same basic use. Basically just a projectile coming out of the hand. You can make it an ice chunk, a lightning bolt, and probably even set up separate damage for them. Maybe I'll go over that in another tutorial later on. So let's open the duplicated projectile here. In the class defaults, you'll have a bunch of settings here under projectile that will change how your projectile works. Here you can change the hit effect from when it actually collides with the mesh and the sound when it does that. To change the actual particle that is on the attack, you'll have to change it in the viewport. Just change the particle system to the one that you want to replace it with. I'm going to use this one for now. Make it a bit smaller. And then let's make sure we change our hit effect too, or that's going to look funny. And for this kind of attack, I want this to be moving a lot faster than the fireball. So all we'll really need to do for that is edit the initial speed. I'm going to put that up to about 5,000. I'm going to put the headshot damage up too. The homing interp speed, I believe, depends how quickly the projectile will move toward the player that you're targeting. The stop homing distance determines how close the projectile will relentlessly follow the player. So if it becomes within 300 meters of the player, it's going to stop following the player. If you set this to 1, it's going to follow the player until it hits them pretty much. But we made this one a lot faster, so I'm actually going to take this down a little bit to even the spell out. Or not down, I'm going to put it up so it doesn't follow the player as much. We'll do the same with this one. I don't think I have another sound for it right now. We're just going to use a hit arrow. That sounds alright. And now once we have the projectile made, go to your abilities folder, go to player, find the fireball ability. Let's duplicate it. and name it Ability Player Magic Shuriken. And here, down here, spawn Fireball Projectile and consume mana. On the spawn actor node, you want to change it to the one that you have just created. So for us, that's the AE Shuriken. And that should be about all we need to change for that. So if you go to the blueprints folder and then the items folder, to use your spell, you're going to actually have to set it up as an item, just like any weapon you're making. And the display item determines what color, like, particle will be on the player's hand. So, let's see. Let's give it a change here. Let's duplicate one. I'll just duplicate lightning. You can duplicate any one of them, really. Let's name it DI Magical, or there. We'll find something cool for it. And now I'm gonna find a projectile real quickly. All you really need to do there is replace your particle. Now let's create the object item, which we'll be able to place in a pickup actor, or right on our character. So let's find the fireball spell in object items and duplicate it. Name it Magic Shuriken. You want to open up the items tab, and here you'll just want to change your name to your desired name. Item description if you need that. I'm going to go ahead and just throw this one on for now. And on the ability, you need to make sure that you change it. Oh wait. Yeah. So change it from ability player fireball to the ability player magic shuriken. That's the second one that we opened and set the projectile. And on the displayed item, if you decided to make a new one, go ahead and find your new display item. And now we are done, I believe. Let's throw it in here. Okay, so I'll probably want to make that a bit smaller, because that is just not right. I don't know why all that was closed. It's just going to make the size a bit smaller on this. Oops, that's not going to that well. I don't really like that glow on there, but that'll work for now. So it looks like it still has that fireball hit reaction. Let's figure that out. So open the projectile one that we made. Find the on hit function. Okay, so here, this is kind of confusing. I don't know why it's like this. It allows you to change the hit particle, but then it doesn't do anything because it's also set here in the blueprints. But we will just work around that. So all you're going to want to do here is reset your hit particle in these spawn emitter locations here in the on hit function. See some of the, oh I see, he just forgot a variable here I think actually. So all you really need to do is find your projectile variable, find the hit particle, and set that right here. And let's double check and make sure there's not any other ones here forgot. Alright, now it looks good. There we go. Alright, well, I'll do some more tutorials with the rest of the magic attacks next. Thanks for watching.